everybody. Here we go! Up to Neverland!
It's about a girl named Wendy and her brothers named John and Michael. They travel to a world named Neverland and are engulfed in an adventure with Peter Pan, the Lost Boys, and Tinkerbell. Along the way, they go their separate ways and get into lots of trouble. Eventually, they meet up with the malevolent Captain Hook and his silly sidekick, Smee.
Good morning, shipmate.
And what's good about it, Mr. Smee? Was that Peter Pan? If I could only find his hideout, I'd trap him in his lair.
After they come back from celebrating the return of Tiger Lily, who was kidnapped by the dastardly pirates, the crew took them back to the ship, waiting for Peter's demise. As soon as Wendy is about to walk the plank, Peter heroically saves her and defeats the crew with the help from the Lost Boys. Then Peter realizes that all Wendy wants to do is grow up, so he takes her and her brothers back home to their parents.
Hero, villains, sidekick? How does that tie into a lovable movie such as Peter Pan?
Oh, my head.
We start with the man himself, Peter Pan. Hero, trickster, the egotistical child. Why would he be considered these things?
The other night at the window,
Well, what were you doing there?
I came to listen to the stories.
My stories? But they're all about you.
Of course. That's why I like them. I tell them to the Lost Boys.
What do they even mean? They're archetypes. Don't know what archetypes are? Click this link, children. Do it! Now back to Peter Pan. He is considered a hero because he saves the damsels in distress from Captain Hook. Not only is he the hero, he is also the trickster. Now Captain Hook, if you haven't already guessed, is the villain. He kidnaps, plunders, and is just an all-around jerk. For example,
You see, we left a present for Peter.
It's sort of a surprise.
yep, that's right, a jerk. Now Wendy, our main character. She's the mother figure throughout the whole movie. She takes care of John, Michael, and the Lost Boys, while also caring about Peter. Her little brother John is the analyst. He seems to know everything. Her littlest brother, Michael, is the child, literally. His innocent charm and demeanor is something you could also compare to Peter. The Lost Boys were typical little boys, causing trouble and fighting. The boys were Peter's followers. They listened to his orders and stuck by his side. Speaking of followers, Tinkerbell, the jealous pixie, would be considered Peter's right-arm girl. Even though she was banished for trying to kill Wendy, she cared about Peter so much she stopped trying to get rid of Wendy if that meant saving Peter. Smee is also considered a follower, but he follows Hook, but not loyal like Tink. He stumbles his drunken behind into a boat as soon as things get sticky and tries to run away, leaving the crew and Captain Hook behind. There are also a lot of other archetypes, like the damsel in distress, temptresses, the doubter, and the mentor. These are also important characters. They helped advance the story's plot, just like my favorite character, the Tick-Tock Croc. He's the villain's villain. This ticking reptile never misses a second following the captain and trying to gobble him up.
Girls talk too much.
Yes, girls talk to...
Symbols. There are many symbols in this movie: pixie dust, the captain's hook, and the Tick-Tock Croc. Pixie dust, the magical item used to make Wendy and the boys fly. This dust only works if you
What's
have...
the matter with you? All it takes is faith and trust. Oh, and something I forgot. Dust.
Dust?
Throughout the story, you see Wendy slowly losing her ability to fly. Why, you may ask? She has the pixie dust, and she obviously trusts Peter. But what's missing? Faith. Throughout the story, she realizes she wants to grow up, so she lost her faith in being a child. Now for Hook, the unhealable wound. The captain's hand was cut off by Peter Pan and fed to the croc. Now he has to wear a hook where his hand used to be, reminding him every day about the hand he lost. Why is he the Tick-Tock Croc? Well, he swallowed a clock. Looking deeper into the subject, the Tick-Tock Croc represents something more, something darker. The end. He symbolizes the time that chases after you and will eventually catch up to you in the end.
Situational archetypes are the quest, the lure, and the journey. Just as Captain Hook rolls in with the fog, we see situational archetypes at action. The fog demonstrating mystery, fear, and the evil that follows Captain Hook. Good versus evil, the most generic archetype we could find. Peter and Hook fight multiple times, but the true fight is the last scene where he takes him on, even though he promises not to fly.
Well, we gotta go now. Thanks for watching, and who knows, you might even learn something today. Please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and check out Lauren Sampson for
awesome videos.
Well, that's why we ought to leave, Captain. This ain't no place for a respectable pirate.
That's it, Smee! That's it!
I'm glad you agrees, Captain.